my Halloween bag, and like the part that will be in between some of my videos, because I'm going to be doing a video tutorial for like chunks of the bag, and kind of walking through step by step how to do the bag. So I but this part is just kind of some repeats, so I don't feel like I need to go through those in detail. So they came today and they replaced my my smoke detector with a new one, which it only took who knows how long for them to do that, like several weeks, and emergency vet visit. And hey, Rachel, welcome in. And yes, they just put a new smoke detector in, and it hasn't beeped yet. So knock on wood that fixes my problems. And it was really that simple, and they just delayed it for so long because they're incompetent. But I've been losing my marbles steadily throughout this whole process, and again had to, because my cat was so scared of the beeping. We had to do, like, he wasn't using the restroom, he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking. So like, yeah, I'm hoping that it stays fixed. I don't know if I can take it, but it was pretty ridiculous. So I'm just keeping my fingers and toes crossed that it just stays okay. Are you working on anything right now, Rachel? But I, especially because Halloween is coming up and I have all these plans for it, I couldn't really get ready for the cow like I wanted to, because there was just never ending noise going on, and I've tried to film and whatnot, even with the beeping, and it's awful, it's terrible. So thankfully that's a little bit better. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Pablo. Hello, SKK. Very nice to have you both in here. I'm currently working on crocheting a bag that we're going to be doing together for a crochet along that we're doing for Halloween. So there will be multiple projects, and this is actually the first one that we'll be doing. So this is the first bag I made, and now I'm just remaking it to make sure that there aren't any issues. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The other side looks like a jack-o'-lantern. I hope you all are having a good day or night wherever you are. Are you working on anything? What are you staying busy with? You don't have to be a crocheter to hang out and have fun on this channel, because everybody's got things that they like to do and whatnot. I'm doing this crochet along with my friend Crystal at Hook That Yarn. So I made this kind of yarn ball with a crochet hook coming out of it for her symbol, and then I like to do like a melty smiley face for mine. And so it's like, okay, well, you're doing our crochet along, and then we decided to call it Halloween because I love puns, and it's Halloween. So and then put the year on it. So if you make the bag with us, you can have it as kind of like a commemorative piece that you worked on for the project. This is Mosaic Crochet. You're at work, you don't get off until 12 tonight. I think I know, but I don't quite remember. What time zone are you in, Rachel? Either way, you probably have a little while left until you get off tonight, but don't quite remember. And look, yep, so Nightbot just dropped the crochet along. So yeah, make sure if you want to see the patterns that we released for Halloween, you follow both myself and Crystal here on YouTube so that you won't miss any of the projects that we do, because we're going to be bouncing back and forth doing all of these different projects to get ready for Halloween. I mean, I don't think my Instagram's that interesting, but on it's 9:20. Okay, so you're on Eastern time. But I will put a link for the Facebook group if you want to join, and that's just where we all just hang out and have fun and share like inspiration and progress pictures and shit like that. So. Let me get that link for you. Okay, so I just posted the link. And that is for the Facebook group. So part of what getting ready for this crochet along has done for me is it's given me a lot of I don't know, it's made me more excited about the idea of like writing patterns and things like that, and how I want to write and like distribute patterns that I do. So I think that one of the things that I've been thinking about wanting to do is writing more patterns in the next, in like the upcoming, months or however long. Because I don't know, it's just a different skill set that I haven't explored a whole lot before um, the crochet along, and like only just kind of here and there. And so I think it would be really fun um, to do it more often, and also like with the exception of maybe some very specific patterns, offering more free patterns than like, because like previously like everything I made was like a paid pattern. um and what the fuck is that? My thoughts exactly. I just, when people come in and they try to be trolls, I get tired of the repetition. Hey Rudy, it's like, yeah, you think you're the first person to say that, and now it's gonna somehow get under my skin. But like, you original and like maybe funny at least like 5% of the time. Maybe would give a shit, but like I don't. So it's never something original. Like there's not an original thought in most trolls' heads. So it's always fun to see someone roll in and act like I give a shit about what they have to say and their bad takes. Yeah, okay. Yep. truly unfortunate, my friend. Truly, truly unfortunate. Like, come on. At least if you're gonna be a dick, be a funny dick. Like, be funny, make me laugh at the same time, because this is just pathetic. So sorry, Rudy. I'm not sure if I welcomed you in, but welcome. So yeah, if you're just coming in, I'm working on this mosaic crochet bag, and this will eventually turn into a bag like this. And it is mosaic crochet. It's overlay mosaic, so the inside looks like this, but then the outside shows a distinct pattern. And so this will be for the crochet along. That's what CAL stands for. And one side has Halloween, so just a nice little pun. Oh, don't worry, Rachel. That's like, this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. It's hilarious. But yeah, this is fucking a gnat in the air. It's truly not a big deal. Like they literally came in and said, "Eat the poo poo." Like, am I supposed to take that fucking seriously, or fucking give a shit? Like, too bad. I don't. And they increase my engagement, so I like exploiting their stupidity for my own gain. Win, win. I'm winning twice. They win no times. But this side is for Crystal at Hook That Yarn. So I tried to make like a yarn ball with a crochet hook coming out of it. And this is like a melty smiley for like my symbol, like what I kind of stick to a lot on this channel. And so this is kind of showing that like you're doing our crochet along. We're calling it Halloween, and the year that you did it, just for like a commemorative little bag. And then the other side is a jack-o'-lantern face. You can do this in any color, and or a combination of colors. Having something be high contrast is ideal. I wrote this pattern with a 4.5 millimeter hook in mind, and it creates this really kind of like plush, like fairly thick bag that would be perfect for using it as like a purse, or like to get candy for trick or treat, or whatever you use fucking bags for. I don't know your life. um, so starting, so the first video, so because I go through the project in such detail, like I go through it like row by row, and then when it starts to get complicated, I go like stitch by stitch, because there's so much detail in this, and I wanted to make sure it was as easy to understand as possible. Like I'm gonna have to. I've already had to break it up into several videos, and I don't know the total number yet, but just to get through 2025 with the number of symbols I have to introduce and how I talk about things, I've had to do 2 videos just to get through like that, like through this level. So it's going to be quite a few videos, but I think that that's preferable if you are going to be doing it, to not having enough detail and being really confused. So hopefully that helps. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I just hope that one of the things I found out when I was, and I kind of knew that I wasn't sure how I was going to explain some things, because I just haven't done that much mosaic crochet myself, was how I was going to explain it to other people when I had like made up symbols and concepts and stuff myself, and I wasn't using other people's like language for them. Um, and when I was going through the pattern with Crystal and seeing how easy it was to follow. There were a lot of pieces where I was like, I really don't know how to explain this well. So I hope that through a lot of trial and error and headaches that I've given Crystal, that it's not that it's much easier to understand um, now. Now, if you are a very beginner crocheter, I think that this might be a little bit too difficult to do. I mean, if you want to try, I'm not going to stop you. But I would say that mosaic crochet is just a very different type of crochet than, if you're used to doing your standard crochet. Um, it's very different from that. And so I wanted to make sure that I lost my train of thought. It's a very different type of crochet, and so if you're very new to just crochet in general, that I think some of the more advanced topics and advanced types of techniques that you use for overlay mosaic might be a little challenging or really challenging. I'm open if you want to try it to like trying to help you figure it out. Like I'm not going to stop anyone from trying to figure it out, but just something to keep in mind. Like I've had to wear like earbuds or like earplugs for so many days in a row that now I feel weird not having anything in my ears. So if you see me like touching my ears or being extra weird, because I'm weird. Look, it's in my fucking name. Like, come on, y'all. But if you see that, that's what's going on. I also figured out what I'm gonna do with the project. Ooh, I didn't think about that. So I have this yarn. So this yarn is the colorway Goblin from Hirschner's Halloween. It's not meant to look like camo, I don't think, because it's short striping. I think that, and it's sparkly. So I don't think that. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so hard to get it on camera sometimes, but you can see it's sparkly. Usually, I've seen other camo yarn where it's variegated in a way that's not so self-striping. I think Red Heart has one and stuff like that. But you could probably use this if you wanted something that was camouflage-like, but not exactly for the reason that you would wear camouflage. Like, I think it would be pretty obvious if you were wearing like something sparkly and you meant for it to be camo. But it's just a really pretty yarn. It's one of Hirschner's. I think Hirschner's has like 8 or so Halloween yarns. And this is one of my favorites. It's one of 2 that I've tried. but I never really thought about it like that. That's fun. But I knew I wanted to use that yarn for something because I have quite a bit of it, and I wanted to use it for something. For Halloween, I just wasn't sure what. Spring made you a poncho with camouflage yarn, and the colors in what you should are very similar. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, this the how light, like the variation from light to dark is pretty stark. So I think that would be the only thing where I would be like, this wouldn't be the greatest camouflage yarn. However, who knows? I'm sure like someone could do it and it would be really cool. Um, but yeah, usually I've seen like quicker changes in that yarn. But I'd love to see that poncho. That sounds really cool. Yeah, let me pull up the Hirschner's website and show you what poncho is woven, though not crocheted. Maybe I can post it in your Facebook. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it doesn't have to be crocheted. It doesn't have to be fiber. It doesn't have to be anything. Like anything's you can post on my in the Facebook group, or you can also post it on the YouTube community tab for my channel. Whatever's easier for you. So yeah, whatever works. Okay, so I'm going to so I'm just typing in Sparkle Halloween. So they have these yarns. It's under the Hirschner's brand. So this is like the most popular one right here. It's so pretty. I've never had it. They're always out of stock when I have tried to order it. So that's Witch's Brew. Then they have Sorcerer, Halloween Party, Beautiful, and I have some of this in North Carolina. And then this is the yarn. So this is what it looks like this is Goblin on their website, and then this is how it works up. So it has those like short stripes. Then they have Candy Corn. They have Pastel Phenom, and they have Monster Mash, which I believe that the crochet along that I shared in Army of Weirdos, that they're using this yarn for their for part of their crochet along, and it's very pretty. So this is all sparkly yarn. It's 8 colors. And for the how much yarn you get, it's very reasonably priced. And sometimes it's even cheaper than this. I think $6.97 is pretty much the standard like a sale price for it. But you get, it's 4-weight yarn. You get 8 ounces, and that is 489 yards. So quite a bit of yardage, and it works up so pretty. I mean, I don't know if you can see that blanket right there, corner to corner blanket. It's pretty. But yeah, if you ever want to share something, yeah, I mean, it does not have to be crochet or fiber related. I don't really care. Like, it's just like a place where we can be fun and weird and joke about stuff. And a lot of the times things are fiber related, but it just doesn't have to be. Yeah, lots of pretty options there. Didn't need to finish that stitch with that color. What I also like is, so I, before this bag, I never worked mosaic crochet in the round before. I knew that it could be done, I just had never done it. But a really nice part of it is that you don't have to you don't get a bunch of ends that you have to sew in or do like the envelope stitch around at the end of this. You just don't get a bunch of loose ends, which I really like because that is annoying. And that's, you know, a part of when you do a flat version of mosaic crochet. Because you're switching, instead of doing what you would normally do when you're doing color work, where you kind of switch things in the middle of of the row when you want to have your color show through. This, you do the same color all the way around, but the stitch will dictate what color shows through on top and what doesn't. So just kind of a different way of thinking about or crochet work and how it will look. So yeah, I picked these colors because they'd be high contrast, but you'd be able to see my stitches because I'm working with a purple and a bright orange. Um, and I know Crystal is doing hers with an orange and a black, and I feel like black is challenging to see. Hers looks awesome, by the way, and I can't wait for you all to see that. Um, but black is harder to see where your stitch is going to be, especially if this is kind of your first run through the pattern. So excited to just share the results with everyone. Also, I love the way that the inside looks because it's these rows of back loop only single crochets that are covered up by the double crochet rows. So I feel like it kind of looks like, you know, like sharks have like rows of teeth and stuff. I feel like that's how this looks. Um, and it feels really cool, and it's just like a nice, cool texture. So yeah, the videos, if you're going to be working along with this, I mean, the videos are fairly long, but I hope that they give enough detail that it's easy to, that it's worth it to watch along with them, so that if you have any problem as you're working through it, you can get, you know, um, it's not too difficult to get through um, any hurdles. I like keep on feeling like I have something in my ear. It's driving me crazy. Like the sensory like experience of like having something pressing against the inside of your ears all the time is like, it's driving me crazy. When I was studying for my actuarial exams, because I knew that like I was going to be wearing like the foam earplugs, like I have been, uh, but I wear them like 24/7 with that beeping. But but I remember like studying and taking practice exams like with those in all the time, so I wouldn't have like the sensory, so I could like get through the sensory issues. Um, and you know, it ended up being I ended up being super thankful that I was doing like studying like that and taking practice exams like that, because uh, I remember one time I was taking one of my exams. So I think like total I had to take, I think I took 6 exams. I didn't have to retake any of them, which I was really happy about. But during one of my exams, like someone it you had to go into one of those like testing facilities where like a lot of people are taking like computer exams for all different types of things, right? And so some people might be there taking GED, some people might be there taking like professional certification test or something. Thank you, Rudy. And and so someone started like freaking out and like screaming in like this like enclosed like testing facility room thing that we were all in. And like because I had like trained myself to take tests in this like crazy loud environment but have my ear plugs in, it ended, I was like so thankful. It's like I don't know, it felt like one of those like this is what I've been training for moments, you know. So those are crazy. Thinking back about how I did them and how that whole process was just like, I'm happy to talk about it anytime. Like I don't know how interesting it is to anybody, because it's such like a specific like niche field, um, and but like my former career before I became disabled, um, it like required a lot of like professional testing to become to move out from like, so you get a degree and that gets you a job, but like you also have to get like professional certification to get further along in that job. Otherwise, you're kicked out of their like student program, and then like you may have a job that's like slightly different, or you might not have a job at all. And so like the whole time you're taking these tests, like your job is contingent on you passing this test. And you're expected to do like very difficult work while you're passing these tests. And like the tests, like you're studying anywhere from like 4 to 6 months at a time. So for like that one day where you take that test, and then you wait 3 months for the results. Um, and yeah, so it was a pretty intense process. So if anyone ever wants to know more, I can tell you more. But I don't know if it's interesting or not, but whatever. Okay, so I think I have like 4 more rows until I have to start thinking about this a little bit more. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. I'm working on the crochet bag that we're going to be doing for Halloween. So I'm working up uh, the second version of it and just going through and making sure that there aren't any parts that I need to redo. And then I'll also be doing video tutorials on how to get this if you want to follow along. So if you crochet, feel free, and don't forget to subscribe to Crystal at Hook That Yarn as well, because she'll be doing other projects for the crochet along. So even if you don't like this bag or do this project, but you crochet, there are other projects that we're going to come out with. So that's what I really like about this. And I know it's like, of course, like I like it because we made it up, but it's like sometimes when you do a crochet along, like you want the like the idea of a crochet along sounds good, but the actual project you're not feeling that much, or you don't have time to commit to that. And we made it so that like really you can commit as much time as you want. If you don't have a lot of time to commit, which none of us really do, then you don't have to. If you don't have a bunch of yarn and you don't want to go buy a bunch of specific yarn for a specific project, you don't have to. And so we made it very flexible so that people can do it kind of on their own terms. And I'm really happy with that fact, because that's the type of project that I would want to be a part of. So it's like, oh, like you get sick one week, you don't necessarily fall behind and you're like out of the running to do it. If you don't do it that week, you could do it the next week or 3 weeks later, or you could not do it. That's fine. It's all good. So I just found out today that my dad's planning on coming in like 2 weeks. I don't really know how that's going to affect the crochet along. But so that's going to be, we'll see how that is. And uh, then also I have surgery scheduled for like the middle of October. And so we'll have to. I think Crystal and I scheduled our lives and everything around that. So so hopefully, that's not too in the way of things, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. And the surgery that I'm having, so my dad is planning on coming and helping me with the recovery and stuff like that. And at least for the first bit of it. So I'm hoping that my brain was just no. But hopefully it won't be the significant downtime that it can be, with surgeries, certain surgeries, the window of healing can be a pretty, broad window. So hopefully it'll be on the shorter side. But we knew that the surgery was going to be in the middle of Halloween, anyways. So, it's not like it snuck up on me. Now, do I forget about it frequently? Yes. No, unfortunately, no. That one has taken a while to get to. Yeah, but gender affirming, just not top surgery. But hopefully with this, I can, because that wait list is very, very long here. And so I haven't been able to really make much progress in that department. And yeah, so, and I've been trying for years. It's been a nightmare. So, but this is definitely my first big step in a long time. So I'm excited. It will be weird not having someone here the whole time I'm recovering, but that's just kind of the nature of living away from everyone you know. Yeah, I just have to kind of accept the reality of the situation, and hope that it comes through, but kind of be realistic too. I mean, it also depends on if I'm in LA or if I'm back in North Carolina, because North Carolina has been particularly challenging to get anything, get the ball moving with anything, because of just a bunch of really stupid rules that have just served to hurt me instead of help me at all. And so it's like if I end up back in North Carolina sooner rather than later, it could potentially push that date back further. But I still don't know what, if anything, is going on with the top half, at least. Like, at least I'm getting something done. And I kind of just like had, resigned myself to like a life without that, and was like, well, you know, and that was like a level of grief that I had to deal with. Um, and the thing is, it's like, it's not just surgery that like makes living worthwhile, but does it help with dysphoria, which is very disruptive at best. Yes. So I can't like think about it too long about like all the hurdles into getting surgery, without it being like more and more depressing as I think about it. Um, but like I also have to think like I if it never happens, like, is that going to be something I can live with? Like, I won't be happy about it, but can I live with it? Like, that's a very different conversation. So let me see where I'm at with these stitches. Okay, so that. Okay, so show the next row. Hmm. I really love how these numbers and the letters and really everything kind of turned out. Supposed to be your journey is just a little bit more bumpy. It's very fucking bumpy. not to play the comparison game, but it's very bumpy. Oh, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rachel. It's very nice. So I'm gonna finish this round, but after, well, and maybe I'll start the next one because I really only do stuff on the second half of the next round. And then I'm gonna switch over to working on my other project for the crochet along. So a lot of the patterns we've already that like go like we're going to be spreading out like week by week for the crochet along. We are we've already put together, and so really it's just filming stuff and filming tutorials and doing our lives and stuff like that, writing out patterns if they're not written out already, um, and um, that's that's what will be taking my time up. I just love the texture inside. It's so cool looking. And it makes this really thick fabric. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So the next project that I'm going to be working on, and I think this will be my last one that I need to write for the crochet along, but I'm going to be doing a houndstooth snood, like inspired by Wednesday, the show. And I am excited. I'm going to do it in black and white for the finished version, and then I'm going to do colors that are easier to see for my tutorial. Okay, we're almost there. Splitting this yarn left and right. So I got Crystal to watch They Cloned Tyrone last night, which I was really excited about because I love that movie. It's so good. And I don't know what Halloween movie I'm going to watch tonight, so I'm open to suggestions if anyone has anything. I have Amazon Prime, Netflix. I technically think I have Paramount Plus through my Walmart Plus, but I've never used it. So I probably should check that out, see what's going on there. No worries, Zach. Welcome in. How are you? Also, if you want to, if anyone wants to come up and hang out, you're welcome to. And just let me know. But yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for some Halloween movies, and then also Max, HBO Max. So Crystal and I have watched through all of the Final Destination movies, which has been so fun, even the brand new one. And that's been a lot of fun because a lot of them I think I had seen like certain death scenes, but I had not seen all of it. So it was really fun to kind of like put together like, oh, I know how this person dies, but like I don't. I like didn't know which movie it was in or when it was coming or anything like that. Um, so okay, so with that, I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to switch projects into the Snood inspired by Wednesday. So I started it and I got this far in the houndstooth pattern before realizing that I had twisted it, twisted the chain, and therefore I had this like Mobius loop of uh, houndstooth. And that's a boo boo. So I'm going to Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's a good idea. I wonder, do you know where that is in the streaming services? I could always check after the thing. I know they have. I know they have Van Helsing on uh, Amazon, and I think they have Nosferatu on HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I've seen Dracula somewhere, but I don't really remember where. Okay, so I'm undoing all of this because it ought to be done. Prime Video? Okay, cool. Cool. I will watch that. We so I haven't watched very many vampire movies for this Halloween season yet. So I'm excited because I was gonna kind of like group all of them together. One movie I did not know was a vampire movie. It's a newer movie, and I'm not gonna spoil it like it was spoiled for me. I still haven't finished it yet because I was trying to let the spoiler effect go away for a second. But that's annoying. Okay, Zach. But yeah, and then yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I will watch that. And then let's see, I watched this movie called Night Teeth on Netflix. Not a fan, if I'm being honest. I didn't like it. You might like it. I didn't love it. And let's see. I feel like I watched another vampire movie. But yeah, I was gonna group like a bunch of the vampire movies together and watch them, including like Van Helsing and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, Kate Beckinsale in Van Helsing. Whew. Whew. Actually, really everyone in Van Helsing's. Although I'm not like a huge Hugh Jackman. I don't know. He's not. It doesn't do it for me. I can like appreciate that he's good looking, but not feel that way. Oh, there's like a knot. Fuck this. But yeah. Oh, and I saw that Queen of the Damned is on YouTube for free. You just have ads. And I was like, oh shit. I don't know if Interview with a Vampire is on, like the movie is on um, YouTube, but I was like, this is cool. Okay, let's get this white yarn. This is like such a big fucking like clusterfuck, and it's like really not that much yarn. I don't understand why it's being such a little bitch. I never saw the movie Australia. Is it good? Wasn't blonde Nicole Kidman in that too? I feel like if I was gonna like Hugh Jackman anything, I would like him in Van Helsing. But because it's like peak like goth like fantasy. But like you put anyone next to Kate Beckinsale in a corset, like they just stop existing. Just like they don't matter. At least to me. Okay. So we got the white yarn removed, and now we're just going to take this part out. Also, does anyone know how to use Discord and watch movies together? Because I've looked it up a little bit, but also tried to like. The thing is, like, I look on the internet and I ask it a question, and I'm like, how do I do this on Discord? And it makes sense, and then I take that information to Discord, and I don't understand it. But yeah, Pamela Anderson is just gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I haven't seen The Naked Gun. but I bet it's going to be a lot of fun. And she seems like a sweet person too. I should always give me it does have Nicole Kidman in it. Okay, cool. Okay, so for this, instead of doing a regular chain, I'm going to do a chainless foundation. A double crochet chainless foundation. These are always like a little weird to start when you haven't done them in a while, but they do really create just like a perfect little situation to start. There's a threesome. Interesting, interesting. All the more reason to go see it. I've been like really just like smitten with the idea, like with her and Liam Neeson like finding love, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like so cute. Oh, I can't. Oh, I love it. It makes me so happy. Like it's so funny to me that I was just thinking about it. It's like it's so funny to me that I didn't realize I was pan for like such a long time. But it's be like I talk about like someone like me like having like a crush on like a celebrity or what. And I'm like they seem like a great person. Would always be like the second part of like me talking about my crush. It's like yes, they're gorgeous and they seem like they'd be a great person. It's like how did I not put that together? That it was like that. Yeah, that's like defining pansexuality. But when you don't have the terms growing up, you don't know how to define, those things. And so you just approximate them with like good enough terms. At least that's what I did. I just didn't know what else to call these things. And like feelings. And also realizing that, these feelings that have always been normal for you aren't like normal or like the standard like feelings that everyone has towards people. You're like, oh, that's not that's not how everyone thinks. Oh, hmm. It just so, to my understanding, so bisexual, like I think to define pan, you kind of have to like look at what it is compared to bisexuality, right? So bisexuality is you like two or more genders, and pansexual is you like people regardless of what gender they align with, or what sex they are. So like I think because for me, like I felt like that was always like I just couldn't really understand the difference between the two, but it's like and it's still sometimes hard for me to like be like, well, how is someone bisexual? But I mean, there are people who know both definitions and still identify that way, and it's like, I'm not gonna stop you. But yeah, it's just about like, are you attracted to, you know, these two or more genders, or are you attracted to the people themselves, and then their gender doesn't play a role in that, as far as I understand it. But so that's why I said it was like peak pansexuality, when it's like I say they also like they seem like a great person, or they seem like a good person, because I'm talking about like it has nothing to do with their physical attractiveness. Um, it has to do with their personality, and not to say like you can be like, just because like you're attracted to women doesn't mean you're attracted to every woman, right? Like someone can be unattractive in many different senses. But with pansexuality, from what I understand, it's like the personality is that big shifting like indicator of whether or not you like someone. Does that align with what you've heard or what you understand? Mm. Get a drink real quick. Cool. Okay, just want to make sure that I didn't botch it. And also like my hormones and like that I'm on like did kind of shift like the percentage and whatnot, that like I was like attracted to certain genders, but still the person was at like the core of that. But I felt really limited by the labels that I thought were available to me to know what to do with that. Because like before I transitioned, I was out as a lesbian, but like none of that fit, but it fit the best that anything could with my limited understanding of what was out there. And like like I didn't even initially identify as lesbian. Someone told me that I was a lesbian, and I was like, well, I do things that are pretty lesbian. So um and I said that just stuck, but I still had like emotional relationships with guys. And then I met my wife, and um, but starting testosterone, my attraction kind of evened out between men, women, but it still was focused on the person, but like gender also like gender distribution of like percentage of crushes that I had that were men versus women, and or you know just any gender, like that kind of evened out, whereas it wasn't as even before. So yeah, hormones can change all that too. That's because you see me from here up, so here down, not so much. Also, I'm very short, so thank you. I don't pass, but uh, I I know that that's you know just part of the game right now. But hopefully one day that won't be the case. Also, I think a big part of my trans journey is having to realize that like passing's probably not going to be in my future. So if I hold my breath for passing, like even after surgery or whatever I could do, um, like there's always going to be someone who clocks me. Like even if it happens once a year, once every 10 years, whatever, it's going to happen. So like letting that be the thing that makes or breaks my mental health. Um, I can't afford that. I'm not going to tell someone else how to feel about that because I think it's a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. But yeah, I also the thing is like I'm very effeminate, and I think that coming to terms with that. Oh, I didn't know you were waiting, Zach. I was waiting for you to get back. But coming to terms that I'm effeminate but still a man was a big thing because I um I was like, oh, like no one's gonna think that I'm trans because I'm effeminate. And it's like, well, there's tons of cis men that are feminine, and just accepting that that's who I am. And I think if you look at, it's like I transitioned all on YouTube, and if you look at when I first transitioned, like the person you see there is very different from what they wear, and how like all of this stuff, like, and I've come to terms with just like being more comfortable with who I am. Oh, I just sent it, Zach. No, I didn't know you were back because last time you had sent something, you were like, be right back. So instead of like pretending to be, I mean, I don't think it was ever pretending to be anything before I transitioned. I've always just tried to like be myself. But at the beginning of right, a gay man, because obviously your voice hasn't gotten. Oh no, this is as low as my voice is going to be. No, I've been on T for 5 years. This is as low as my voice is going to be. It was higher. It was much higher before this. So I can't even listen to my old voice. I'm like, ugh, ugh. I'm just high. Like also I'm 5'2". I'm a very small person. Like like even with testosterone, it's just I'm not. It's not going any lower. And like I know that I could train my voice, but um, that's not as. I just don't feel like I need that. Cool. See you soon. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that like it's like it doesn't like I think that people try to overcomplicate it a lot. Like not you, but like people who struggle to like understand trans people. It's like you're overthinking it. Like just people just want to live and be themselves, and like this is just that. This is it's not that complicated. You're not involved. You don't need like I don't need your input on how to live my life. Um, and for a lot of people, it's just they because it's not their um, because it's not their experience. They have trouble understanding why someone would go through all this to do that. And it's like, well, I mean, people do shit all the time that you don't have to understand, but you can be, um, but you can accept that it's not your life to live. For some reason, as always with any marginalized community, like people think that they have a right to jump in and say how they would just deal with things differently. Yeah, it's like you're dealing with like a like just like I just people just need to mind their own business in like in that aspect. Like like it's the least interesting part of me. I always say like me being trans, me being queer, least interesting part of me. So just like fucking like if you don't like it, like I'm not forcing you to be here. Like you know, I'm not forcing anyone to be here. And so deal with it or don't. I don't care. Think of all the fucked up shit in the world. Like if this is what makes you break down and cry about the world, like you're more fragile than I can be of service to. Like that's really that's why I have such a fun time with trolls and stuff on here. It's because it's like, really, is this your biggest problem? Because I can't relate. Like I can't relate. Some of us have real problems, not just some random person who we don't like because of their appearance or their whatever. Um, you know, in our presence. Hey there,
Hello.
how are you? Have you been double crocheting?
Oh,
You got to practice. Keep it up.
yes. Well, I mean,
What'd you say?
I'll leave it at that. I've been trying.
That's all I got to do. Just got to practice.
I knew that. No, the fact that
Yeah.
you just heard, I knew that.
I sent you a
The most.
video on tension today. I don't know if you. I
Yes,
don't know if
I
it
saw
helps,
that.
but
I will try it.
yeah. I'm doing something that always kind of melts my brain, which is it's called a chainless foundation stitch. And so you know how you do a
Oh.
chain and then you do the stitch back on the chain. This like combines the two,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always a little like so it's like so you can get a stretchier. You know how a chain doesn't stretch, right? So this one
Mm-hmm.
stretches more, and you can
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But it can be a little bit difficult to do.
Yes.
Worth it, but it can be a little bit difficult. Especially if you haven't done one in a while and you're trying to remember it. You're like,
Mm. I just realized something with my name. I have my old channel
yeah,
name.
when it came up, I was like, did he like change his name on purpose? Or but I guess that's
No, I just put the old.
yeah, maybe it's the last time you went on Restream or something, or my Restream.
I don't know. But that add that account link to Restreams. Maybe that's why.
I think you can change your name, or maybe I can. Do you want me to change your name?
I don't care.
Let me know. Rachel asked, "How long am I going to be live?" I'm not sure. I'm just going to hang out until I'm tired of hearing my own voice. So maybe for a little bit longer.
That's how long I go live for too. I can't stand my voice anymore.
Sometimes I'm like, I hate myself.
I can't watch my lives back.
Yeah.
Because people say, "Oh, you should watch your lives back." I'm like, no.
No. Pass. Change here.
Somebody said, "Oh, I did this in my live. You should go back and check it out." And I'm like, no.
Scotty, come on.
He's so cute.
He's like, I don't want to be held. Little turd. You can come snuggle up here. So, what are you working on right now? Anything?
This.
Oh, hey, that looks pretty good.
I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's like practice, at the very least. I like that color too. Yeah, Rachel, if I'm still up, just let me know. I'd be happy to send you the link.
I'm gonna be on it in an hour.
I have a lot of watch hours to make up because I didn't get to like stream pretty much at all while I was having the problem with the I was having a problem with the smoke detector. I didn't get to stream, so I got behind on my watch hours.
I remember that. Yeah, because it kept beeping, right? It kept beeping, if I remember. It kept beeping, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and they just replaced it today, which like they were gonna call they called the electrician and everything, and literally all maintenance had to do this whole time for like 3 weeks was replace the whole unit. Just like put a new one on. That's it.
It took them 3 weeks to do that.
But it was beeping every 60 seconds for like almost 2 weeks straight.
Okay, that would annoy me.
Yeah, I was losing my shit. And Scotty stopped eating and drinking, using the bathroom for like days, and so I had to take him to the emergency vet. I paid like a month and a half worth of rent to get him looked at to make sure he was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily he is, and he's acting normal again. But
that's good.
Yeah, this sucks.
I can, Rachel, if you have permission, I can send Ian a picture of what you look like. I'll
I
just
mean,
take,
yeah. Or
or I
here, you
can
can
just
see what Mocha
show,
looks like when she
or I
comes
can
up.
just show you from Springs Live. But I think he knows you're not a troll.
At least not a troll here. I mean, you get with me.
Yeah. No, I've seen in other lives. She's a
Yeah,
good
you can go
person.
troll other people. I don't give a shit.
That's what I see. If they want to troll me, at least they're not trolling somebody else, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they can say nice things, though, right?
I don't know. Like, I like the people who attempt to troll, but it's weak, and then they drive engagement on your post. That's the mentality that I have right now. It's like you're just making my like more people come to my channel. He will not show you an ugly picture of me.
And I'd probably screenshot where I paused the live and you're like, not, your eyes aren't even open. Because I have paused a video of Ian's and his eyes look like they weren't even open.
Pretty sure you could do that to just about any of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like I've looked back on my old lives, and like some of them I'm like, what, like specifically my hair, like my hair has always been a point of like, why did I get on camera with my hair as bad as it was? And like, I'm not saying my hair is good by any means right now, but it's definitely not as like I stuck my finger in an electric socket um as it has been in the past. And yeah, it's bad. Why did I do that?
I should check my email. That's it.
So, Zach, I was talking earlier about Halloween movies that I want to watch and asking people, do you have any favorite Halloween movies that you like to watch?
Not really.
You're like so focused, so eye on the prize for Christmas that you like don't even care about Halloween movies.
I've seen there's one on yesterday. What was it?
Thank you, Rudy.
It's not really a Halloween movie, but I like Edward Scissorhands.
I think that's a good Halloween movie. I mean, like, just I think I think there's like a lot of like subcategories for Halloween movies. Pretty much, if it's done by Tim Burton, I think it's gonna be Halloween.
But I didn't like that
So
one.
that's a good one. It's a good one.
I've never seen.
I think that
I can't
that
say
would
that.
be. Ooh, yeah.
I've never
I
seen that one.
watched Beetlejuice recently. I'll just read the list because that's gonna be easier.
I've seen
Because like
Beetlejuice.
Crystal and I have been writing them all down for what we've been watching.
I've seen Beetlejuice. That wasn't a bad one.
Yeah, I didn't. I this was my second time watching the second movie that came out last year, and I actually I liked it better the second time watching it because the first time I didn't like it as much. So we watched all the Final Destination movies, Crystal and
Never seen that.
I watched What We Do in the Shadows, the movie. Love that. We watched The Meg because like creature features, so like all those like movies. Like, um, have you seen that one
Nope.
with the megalodon, the big shark?
Nope. I think so.
Pacific Rim. Ooh, Day
Here.
Shift. That is it's a vampire movie and it's really good.
Never seen that. I should watch that one. I hear it's good.
Yeah, I know that like when I first like saw like the ad for it, it was not what I expected it to be. But it's
Can't be
very
right
good.
back.
I watched Power Rangers. I don't think this really counts as a Halloween movie, but I was like, a lot of people dress up like Power Rangers, so here we go. I just wanted an excuse to watch it. Which one? The Meg, Rachel? I started watching Sinners, and then it got spoiled for me, so I stopped it, and I was like, let me see if I can give it some time. And forget what the spoil was. Donnie Darko, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Hubie Halloween.
Never seen that. Which one?
It's funny. It's like classic like Adam Sandler humor. If you like his stuff.
What was it called?
Hubie Halloween.
That one.
Yeah.
I watched that one. It was on Netflix one.
Yeah. Girl Haunts Boy. This one Crystal picked, and I had never heard of it, but it was really, really good. It was so sweet and very like tear jerky at the end. The School of Good and Evil, which I've seen before, and was very good. Paul, which is about an alien. Night Teeth, which is a vampire movie. I didn't really like it. Jurassic Park, again, creature feature, was good enough. I don't know.
I've seen the first.
You said you've seen it?
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen one after that.
I think I like 1, 2, and 3. I don't mind Jurassic World. And then
Never seen that one.
But Jurassic World is 4. 5, 6, don't really care for. And then like really 6 was pretty bad. And then like it but then they have like a new one, so that's 7.
Actually, I think I might have seen the second one too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the second one is when they go back with Jeff Goldblum's character, and it's not like him and his girlfriend and his kid are all there. But yeah, not quite sure. And then we watched They Clone Tyrone, which was
never heard of that one.
It's fairly new. I think it came out within the last 5 years or so. And it's in the style of like blaxploitation, like 70s like blaxploitation. It's so good. Like, and the storyline is just wild, and the characters are so good. Like it's such a good movie. It's on Netflix. I really recommend it. But I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. Apparently, I'm going to look for Bram Stoker's Dracula on Prime and watch that maybe. But I'm trying to figure out how to like watch things together on Discord.
Yeah,
because I've heard that that's something you can do from multiple people, and I've tried to figure out how to do it from looking online, but I just don't understand Discord, so I don't understand how to make it work. I found out like how to like you can watch YouTube things on like together on it, but I don't know how to do Netflix. Google says it's possible, but I don't get it. So I don't know. I feel like I'm too old to understand Discord. But I feel like I'm too old to understand a lot of things, so it's not
I
really
don't
new
know.
to these. Oh, and this is not, I promise this is not like shameless self-promotion. Have you, but I'm just curious because I like obviously would rather have something be helpful than like, just like exist for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever seen my videos on like double crochet?
No, I have to check that out yet.
Okay. It's in my tutorials playlist, like they're recently
Okay.
added. But maybe I don't know if that would help or not. But
Worth a try.
because sometimes I feel like people could be saying the exact same thing, but sometimes you just need to hear that, like hear it in a different way. Like I know Crystal did a good job teaching you, so I'm not.
Yes, she
I don't
did.
think that's. I don't think that's a problem. But uh, just maybe having like a second set of ears. I mean, it looks like what you're doing, like on what you're doing, looks good. You know, it looks like you're a beginner, like, but every beginner's work looks like that, which is why you look like a beginner. You know. I'm actually gonna look on Prime right now to see. Although sometimes um, my Prime is like fucked up because this TV sucks. Do our best. You can see me better on TV.
Great.
Yeah, I know it's probably pretty small from being vertical. How are you doing, Laura? Earlier, I was working on redoing doing my mosaic crochet bag. So this is where I'm
I
at
like that.
so far. I'm so happy with it.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori. Yeah, no, that's all good. Lurk and work. And this is what the bag ends up looking like.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. So this is for Crystal. She's hooked that yarn. So I put a little crochet hook.
I like that.
And then this is my like melty smiley that I use all the time. And then I called it Halloween because I like puns. And so if you make, so I'm releasing the first part of the pattern on the 22nd. That's the first day of Halloween. And then this is what the back looks like. Don't be like me and not hit enter. Thank you, Laura. So yeah, this is going to be a completely free pattern. I did have to split the videos up into like several parts because I go through like it in detail. Yeah, I swear I've seen it. Oh, they have Oh wait, they have Queen of the Damned on a. Ooh, Death Becomes Her. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Fuck yes. So they have Death Becomes Her on Prime. Let's see. What am I looking for? I can't do two things at once. It's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so the 22nd uh, we'll start Halloween. It's crochet along. You can do it at your own speed. You can participate in whichever will be every week or every other week. We'll be releasing a new pattern between my channel and Crystal's channel. And you can do what you want. You can, like, if you don't like a project, you don't have time for it, like, don't worry about it. It's good. The pattern will still be available. That the day that we release the pattern, we're going to release the pattern in the morning. So we're going to release it at 6 a.m. Central Time. If it's a multi-part pattern, we might release multiple parts in the same day. And then that night we'll go live. And if you have any questions, we can talk through them if you want to work through them. So yeah, if you're not following both Crystal and I, you should. Like, what's your problem? It would be really weird if people followed me and not. Okay. Oh, so Bram Stoker's Dracula is you have to pay for it on Prime. Poop. That's rude. Oh, I could watch Death Becomes Her. Or if anyone else has any movie suggestions, let me know. I hate when they're like, "Oh yeah, it's on Prime," and then you have to pay for it on Prime. So it's like, you're deceiving me. Rude.
Right?
Do you like scary movies, Zach?
Not really.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a big scary movie person either. I'm actually like a huge baby, which I think a lot of people don't expect from me. But I'm trying to like watch more because like I'm I'm finding that things I thought I couldn't watch before I can watch a lot of them, but there's some things that I just don't mess with. I don't do that. I don't do anything demonic, possessions, um, Ouija boards. Like, I don't do that. I don't fuck with that. Um, those are creepy, and I don't like things with kids, and I don't like things with old people. Who here likes like scary movies, and who does not like them, or what kinds of movies do you like? That type of thing. Because like I really like I like, and not like, I guess is the right word, but like I don't mind like gore, like that type of thing, because I'm like a makeup artist, so I just look at it as makeup and like props. So I'm always like, how did they make those guts? Like, how did they make that blood? Like I'm just looking at like that. So I guess that makes it a lot less scary when you're thinking about it like practical effects. But for a long time, I didn't really watch any types of scary movies. And I don't like a lot of suspense because my anxiety is too high for that shit.
I don't like romance movies.
You don't like romance movies?
No.
Is there one that like is an exception to that rule, or you just don't like any of them at all?
I just still like romance. But I didn't mind. Um, what the hell was it called? I forget. But there was one I didn't mind. I forget what it was called, but there's one.
Yeah. I don't really watch any of those anymore either. Like I don't mind them, but I just don't seek them out. Like it's just not really something I care about. So but if it's something that like I've already seen and like I like a romantic comedy that I've watched like a million times, like I'll still go watch that or something that came out in like the early 2000s, specifically Jennifer Lopez early 2000 rom-coms like Made in Manhattan
Mm-hmm.
um, and The Wedding Planner and stuff like that. Like those are like my favorite. I will watch those a million times again and again and again and again. What do you think the worst movie you've ever seen is? Like just like your own opinion. It could be like a romance movie and you just didn't like it because you're like don't like romance movies, or it was just like made poorly, or
But I didn't mind. It was 51st Dates. That's the movie I was thinking
oh,
of.
that is good. Yeah, that's. I mean, that one's also like legitimately funny too, with Adam
Yes.
Sandler.
So it's like a romantic comedy, I guess.
Yeah.
Mom likes the movies Murder She Baked. What they call them.
What'd you say?
Mom likes the movies Murder She Baked. It's a movie series.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's got Allison Sweeney as the main character.
I don't even. I will have to look into that. I should put. I really want to put Edward Scissorhands on my movie list. Now that you suggested it, that one's
Mm-hmm.
really good.
I'll Google how many there are. I know there's more than one. Murder She Baked. Oh, it's a TV show. Sorry, I lied.
How dare you lie to me?
I thought it was a movie.
No, it's not lying if you think it's truthful, right? Like you're like
Oh, there
you
was a
weren't.
film series too.
Yeah, you weren't right, but it doesn't mean you were lying. You just didn't know.
There is also a movie series too. So there is in the movie series 13 of them,
Wow.
but one hasn't aired yet. Because you got a banana cream pie murder, a muffin murder, a coconut layer cake murder, an apple turnover murder, a lemon meringue one, a carrot cake, cream puff, strawberry shortcake, fudge cupcake, peach cobbler, plum pudding, and the first one is chocolate chip cookie.
I used to love watching the like the Halloween like uh baking championship or whatever. Have you seen that?
Oh, on the Food Network?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they have like all those like crazy challenges, and like, that's fun. I don't like the cake decorating ones as much, but the like if it's just like uh okay.
Oh, it's not called
Corey
Hannah.
just yeah. We just posted, I love Edward Scissorhands. I like Murder, She Baked. It's now called Hannah Swenson Mysteries, I think. It's on the Hallmark channel. Oh, cool. I wonder if that's on, like, I wonder if Hallmark has a deal with any of like, the big streaming services. Or is
Right.
Hallmark free, or do you have to pay for it separately?
Not sure.
Because I'm, like, maxed out on what I can buy. And then I want to, like, soon enough, I want to maybe stop Netflix and then switch over to Disney Plus for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Wait, it's just under it. Yes. Lori is right. They're called Hannah Swenson Mysteries now. Mom seen them all, so. Mom also liked the movie The Good Witch. Mom liked those movies. The Good Witch. She's seen them all and she's seen the TV shows.
That's cool.
But she preferred the movies over the TV show.
Pretty sure it's on Hulu. Yeah, Hulu. Yeah, I don't have Hulu. There's too many streaming services. Everything's too expensive. It sucks.
Oh no, they're doing 911. They're doing new 911 again.
Let me look. Let me see how much the Dracula movie was.
Hi, Robert.
I know there's so many streaming services. Hi, Robert. Welcome in. We are talking about Halloween movies, and really, that can be a lot of different things, from like horror to like actual Halloween to like creature movies to any kind of like supernatural thing. So I'm looking at Bram Stoker's Dracula. I looked at it and I saw that they charged. So that was Rachel's suggestion. And the thing is, it might be somewhere else for free, so I'll look that up in a second, but we'll see how much it is on Prime. They also have like Elvira's Haunted Hills on Prime, which I've only seen Elvira Mistress of the Dark, so that might be worth watching as well. Ooh, they have The Boys. I forgot about that show. It's so good. Okay, so Bram Stoker's Dracula. It is $3.89 to rent or $4.99 to buy. That's sweet, Rachel. Let me see if it's anywhere else for free, because it might be on a different thing. Sometimes oh, I don't have a PayPal, by the way. Mine got hacked like 2 years ago, and I haven't been able to make a new one, which is bullshit. I feel like it might be on Netflix.
How? I have my elbow.
Okay, so apparently it's available for free on Fossum.tv, which if it's free, it's free. I don't know. Yeah, I think I can get it for free here. I just need that, whatever that Fossum thing is. Yep, there's just ads here. Do I need to download something? Yep. I really appreciate that, though, Rachel. All for the sake of me being able to watch Dracula. It's a noble quest indeed. I want ice cream, like really bad. I don't even remember the last time I had ice cream. Was it when I was in North Carolina? I had popsicles here, but no ice cream.
No.
These are the tough questions I ask myself. What's your favorite type of ice cream, Zach?
My favorite. Ash chat first, so I can think. Ash chat first, so I can think.
Okay, everyone, what is your favorite type of ice cream? You can include toppings if you feel like toppings make or break the ice cream scenario for you. Like for me, like I know if you add whipped cream to something, it's automatically better. I love mint chocolate chip. If you think that it tastes like toothpaste, I'm sorry that you're wrong.
I would have
No,
to.
but I know that for a lot of people they don't like it because they feel like it tastes like toothpaste, and I'm sorry that they have to deal with that. But
I'd have to say. I don't know. Hard.
this girl I've been seeing for a while just texted me out of the blue and said I complain too much and I'm lazy. Yeah. Oh shit, Robert. I'm so sorry. That's frustrating and shitty for someone to do. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I hate when people like blindside you with stuff like that. I mean, it's like no coaxing into like what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, when you're trying to keep the conversation flowing, so you're just kind of like, well, what, what can I do to keep it going? But hopefully you know, trying to bright side it, where it's like, you know, hopefully that's, you know, good that you didn't waste unnecessary time with someone who doesn't like certain aspects of how you interact together. Like, but still, like, I don't like when people, um, like, I don't like when people like text you and like, yeah. I mean, do what you got to do. I'm not a big blocking people person myself. It's just, I don't know. It just always feels weird in my brain. But like, do what you got to do. I mean, if you think that she's gonna reach back out and complain or be rude or harmful in any way, you just got to do what you can do to protect yourself. You know. But I'm sorry that happened. Okay, let's see. We got some good ice cream options. Okay, chocolate, Oreo, excellent. Chocolate mint, yes, yes, yes. Cherry Garcia. I like cherry, but I've never been a huge Cherry Garcia fan. I think it's the texture of the cherries in the
I
ice
like
cream.
all of
But
them.
I respect that. I respect that. Black cherry ice cream. Ooh, we have some cherry fans up in here. And salted caramel ice cream. Yes, great call. Great call.
Yes, Mom. Night, Mom. Mom, answer Ian's question. What's your favorite type of ice cream?
What'd you say?
Cherry.
Cherry? Oh my gosh, everyone's into cherry. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah,
I would,
honestly, like, wait, go ahead.
I would say mine would be mint chocolate, like Rachel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
And
yeah, we got some mint chocolate people and we got some cherry people. That's interesting. I feel like we're like in
plain
the
vanilla.
minority. Mm-hmm. It's a solid one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I had to pick like my favorite, like very specific type of ice cream, it would be like fish food from Ben and Jerry's because it's got like the caramel and the marshmallow swirl and it's chocolate ice cream. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's so good. The green mint chocolate chip, yeah, the green one is my favorite. Definitely more
I
so
was
than the one.
I was watching a video of a teacher marking a test, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the question was, "What's the opposite of handsome?" And they put my teacher as the answer.
Kids are such dicks.
And what's the opposite of exciting? I'll read their answers. This class. What comes after school? Freedom. What's the opposite of happy? You put homework.
Those darn kids. Moose Tracks ice cream is
Do you
pretty
know what
good.
you call loose tracks? Do you know what we call it?
Tracks, because you're
No, we
Canadian.
call it heavenly hash.
You call it what?
Heavenly hash.
Huh. I have always associated hash with a very different sort of thing. So,
Because loose tracks looks like this kind of, right? Kind of looks like that, right?
um, I don't know. It has nuts in it, right?
Yes. So this one.
I don't, I don't, I don't fuck with nuts. Not those
Just
kind.
vanilla chocolate and nuts.
Yeah, I know that's a really popular one.
There's one I do not like, and then maple walnut.
Oh yeah, those are like the worst. They're so chalky. Ugh.
I don't know what it was about it, but that got me to try it, but I'm like, no.
I had a student draw a. Lori said, I had a student draw a parade that was being rained on as a test answer, then write, this problem is raining on my parade. That's creative. It's creative for sure.
That one's got peanut butter. I
Ooh,
think you're
peanut
right.
butter. Oh, peanut butter and ice cream. That's a good idea. I
I
love
like
peanut
vanilla
butter.
ice cream with a bit of peanut butter in it.
Mm,
And you just put a scoop of peanut butter on top and mix it in.
okay. So next question. So either in a place that you like, the place that you live in, or a place that you've been to, either one's fine. Like, what is like a like local like treat that like is like it's the best that people don't know, people might not know about from like your area?
Our town is famous for a bacon burger.
For bacon burger?
Yes.
So what's special about like your bacon burger?
I don't know, to be honest. Well, the Legion makes it. That's probably what makes it better. The Legion makes it. And that's for like people that have fought in the wars and stuff. And you can be a member of it. So probably that.
So I asked this because one of the things in North Carolina was good berries, and so good berries would do frozen custard instead of ice cream, and or like that. So it's really thick. You know how like at Dairy Queen or whatever they do like the concretes, they like or whatever they
Oh, yeah.
do them upside down. So they would do that with it's like really thick. Um, and it's like all made like in house. And like people go like it'll be the dead of winter and people will be getting frozen custard. It's that good.
Oh, wow.
And granted, it doesn't get like crazy cold there usually. I mean, it just doesn't. But still, like it's cold enough that you shouldn't be eating ice cream. So that's
Yeah.
one thing. And then Bojangles, which there are Bojangles kind of all in the South, but they're all like slightly different. And I'd like to think that North Carolina has the best Bojangles, and they do like fried chicken, and it's so good. Like they have
No, they
like a
don't,
really good.
Robert.
Hmm?
Robert's going to put green stuff in the burgers. No, they don't.
Why is everyone thinking that you're doing some green stuff lately?
I don't know. I've
Wasn't it
never done
yesterday?
it.
Yeah, in my opinion, you're not missing anything.
And Rachel said the cafe by my house is a whole treat.
It's a whole treat. I love that. Yeah, some places just like are the just really good. Like it's not even just one thing about them. It's just the whole.
Well, in the town I lived in, well, I don't remember living in it because I moved when we were 3 months old. But they have a good diner
Mm.
called, what the hell's it called? Features. They have really good food there. You can look it up. I don't care. I don't live in that town.
Oh man, I wanted to stalk you.
I moved there from there when I was 3 months. Now I remember the first 3 months of my life. I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
Next, my brothers were 5 and 3 when we moved.
Robert, I 100% understand what you mean. Yeah, I don't like order out or anything anymore. It is just too expensive.
Well, let's say, Robert, you had the money to order out from any place you want. You can have anything. Price didn't matter. What would you order? Like, what food would you order, Robert? Like, say you were ordering out and price didn't matter. What would you order? Well,
I
taxes
understand
aside.
what Robert's saying. Like, living out in LA, I have to make everything here because, and like people are like, oh, what are like the great places to eat in LA? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know because I can't afford to eat anywhere. Like, I haven't had any street tacos or anything like, any like food truck the entire time I've been here because that's a lot of money that I don't have. I mean, not complaining about it, but like $2 from Burger King. Hey, you know, sometimes that's a treat in itself. Something that you don't have to make is a treat.
Mm-hmm. And you have people who eat out every day, and it's like, how do you afford that?
Yeah. I mean, like we used to eat out more often, but uh, like it's like that's not like feasible for my living situation right now. So nope. These don't look pretty, but I think they should even out. Okay. I'm trying to think of my next question to pull the audience with. Okay. What is everyone's favorite band or musical artist?
Oh,
You can top 3 it. You can do your favorite of all time. You can do your favorite now, like right now that you're listening to. Whatever works best for you. Because I know that is a complicated question.
What's the last the artist I listened to?
What?
Disturbed. That's a good band.
Disturbed?
Yep.
Nice. Oh,
I don't like that.
this is something that I'm using for my hooks right now, but I think you might like it for your diamond painting. I got it at Walmart, but they have different versions at Target and um, uh, Dollar Tree, even. So, but it's like a plastic case that has a zipper.
Oh,
But like you could keep like your little pen thing for diamond painting and stuff in there, and all like your sticky things, your wax, whatever it's called.
yes.
Never been a big music person. I like quiet, so I'm not sure too many good
Oh,
artists.
and I apparently this week listened to High School Musical.
What'd you say?
I apparently listened to High School Musical every day. That song.
Mm. Yeah.
Not a bad song.
It's okay to not be a big music person. I'm a huge music person. But like I'll do like things where I'll like literally only listen to like one like set of artists for like months or years, and then I'm like tired of listening to them, and then I move like my whole like ever listening to someone new. Although there are like my like classics like Queen and Led Zeppelin that like I'll always come back to. See, I don't like quiet. Like, I mean, there's sometimes if I'm doing something, I need a certain level of quiet. Otherwise, I can't focus because like the auditory stimulation is too much for me, and it's very distracting. But also, if it's too quiet, then like all like the static noise in my head gets turned up, and it's just that's overwhelming too. So I need like a certain level, like volume level, to get stuff done, and not go crazy. Like music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, not very familiar with the artist of that time. That's fair. Yeah, just like the vibe of those decades. That makes sense. So, if you didn't catch what I'm working on right now, I am starting work for a snood, because those are coming back into fashion with Wednesday season 2 coming out on Netflix. And so, what I wanted to do for this pattern, that's slightly different from the patterns that made um, people made for season 1, is I wanted to do a houndstooth pattern with this one, and I thought that that would look really cool. Do one in black and white. And a snood is like I'm doing the one that's basically just like an infinity scarf. So anybody can wear it, even if you don't want to wear it to the, over your head and around your neck. You can just wear it as a scarf that never ends. And herringbone is actually super not herringbone. I keep calling it herringbone. Houndstooth is actually super easy to do. So, um, I'm doing the chainless foundation row, but you don't have to do that for this pattern, and I'll talk about what you can do instead if you don't want to do that. But uh, once you do that, then you just alternate single and double crochets. So if you can do that, you'll be good. Do you feel good about your single crochet, Zach?
Not really.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Just practice. Or said, the music I listen to is from the 50s to 80s, some 90s, Not everything. Not everything. It's not my generation. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, 50s to 80s. I mean, that's a broad, like, range of music for sure. And 50s to 70s. You don't have to answer, but you look around the same age as Zach. I am around the same age as Zach, and I appreciate that because I always think Zach looks very young, and I feel very old next to him. I'm 2 years older than you, right? You're
31.
31. Yeah, I'm 33. I'm turning 34 in October. So 2 more months. But yeah, we're close to the same age. So again, I appreciate that because I think Zach looks very youthful, and I don't feel like I look youthful, and I don't feel youthful. I feel my body is withering away, or just like crumbling, I guess is a better way to put it. Like my apartment has like the laminate tile flooring, and I had to my cat was hiding under the bed to try to not get in his carrier to go to the vet, and then like later to get out for other reasons. And I had to get on my hands and knees and then get on the ground to try to get him out. And I was like, oh my gosh, everything hurts. This hurts. This is awful. And yeah, nope, not in my 20s. Like, okay, tired 16-year-old. Well, at least you look 16. You know, because Rachel, I think you said that you're older than I am, correct? And no one would ever, I think, be like, you look 16 to me. Maybe if they were just judging by my height and not judging by any other thing, or if they're just like, you're short and you have acne, maybe that would be it. But I don't think I've aged like milk. What I think, but not looking for a compliment, just saying how I feel about myself. You'll be 32. Okay, you'll be 32, and okay, so we're all close. Um, nice. Are you a Sagittarius or a Capricorn? What is everyone's sign? Sun sign? Honestly, I don't know enough about the other facets of people's astrological, um, whatever. To I know like this much about astrology, so that's what I'm saying. But yeah, what's everyone's sun sign? I know Zach is a Cancer, right?
Yes.
Yep. Full of tear juice.
Taurus and Aries.
What?
Laura said she's an Aries.
Mm-hmm. Sagittarius, nice. I like Aries. I like Sagittariuses now. I think I didn't understand Sagittariuses that I had met when I was younger, but I like them. Capricorn, very nice, very nice. I think the only Capricorn I know is my dad, so it's hard for me to not compare everyone to my dad when they sound like because like I think the stereotypes about Capricorns are like my dad has, but they're like extreme when my dad has them, so it's like hard for me to not separate out what's like a normal like range of that, you know. Interesting. So I'm actually born on the cusp of a Libra and Scorpio. So I'm technically a Libra, but I'm born like in 29 degrees Libra, and it was like just like hours from being in Scorpio. Um, so I have traits of both, and but really I have a lot more Scorpion traits because I'm intense. Like I'm just a really intense person. Um, but I have some Libra traits as well. I remember one time so an astrologer like looked at my uh, uh, looked at my chart and they're like, "You're bipolar, aren't you?" Yes. And they're like, "Yeah, your chart says so, pretty much." So, yeah. I mean, but you know, I do have a scorpion tattoo on my back. I don't think I'll ever get a Libra tattoo. Just not, just not me. Tattoos. Does anyone have tattoos? And tell me what they are. Or
No, I don't think I'll ever get any.
if you were to get one, what would you get?
Where to get one?
Yeah, if it like no consequence, like you could take it off if you really wanted. Like you could get it like it would not be like just like a semi-permanent tattoo. What would it be?
I'm sure. Probably for my brother.
That's what I was thinking for you.
I don't know what though, but
Mhm.
if I did, we want in his honor.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of memorial tattoos with the three-ish, more than that. I mean, I don't know. Should I count my fingers as one tattoo or 8? Because they're kind of like one piece that I got.
Yeah. Roberta's Chit tattoos.
They were done by air gun, not electric. Interesting. I think I
Oh,
might have had one done by air gun, but I'm not sure. Can you tell me what the difference is? Because I think there was one time that someone was telling me about the machine they were using and how it hurt less or it was different, but I don't really remember the details. And it did not hurt less. Okay, so I have okay. So now I also have to figure out do my feet count as one or two? Because I had my feet done. They're on both of my feet. They go together to make one picture, and I had them done in 3 sessions. I some cool finger tattoos last night of sandwich ingredients. Oh, that's fun. Airgun is less painful, is all I know. Yeah, these were not painful at all. These were the first ones that I had done with numbing cream, and I was like, this shit's awesome. Like, it should be on with all tattoos. Because I'm a baby when it comes to particularly like tattoo pain. But I need to get them touched up because this was someone looking to like add to their book. So they were still fairly new, but I wanted to make sure that they were healed and see what was really necessary to go get touched up because finger tattoos do fade faster. The more you go over a tattoo, the thicker the lines get. So, but some of them, like, yeah, they need a little bit more. Like my son right here, you can see this side doesn't look too great. The hearts can be evened up a little bit. Yeah, because like these are for my friend because like I just had the year of him passing. Oh, knuckle sandwich. Oh, that's okay. I did not get that. Yep, that totally went over my head. That's really funny. I originally wanted letters, but I kept on going back and forth on what letters I wanted, and then this person was doing cheap tattoos to build their book, and they were fine line tattoos, which you kind of have to do fine line tattoos on knuckles, especially ones that are as thin as mine. So, yeah, I need to go get them touched up though. Just some of them. Okay. But I have my scorpion, I have my infinity symbol, I have my dice, I have my haunted house, I have my bat, I have my knuckles, I have my Star Trek tattoo, I have my feet tattooed. So that's 8 if you're counting all of the ones that are grouped together as one tattoo. Do I have more tattoos than that? I don't think so.
I don't think you do.
I can keep track. Okay, most of them are in places I don't see every day. Oh wait, no, I have one more. I have this one from my friend. So I got this right after he passed, and then these a year later. Because this was his spirit animal. So. Tattoos are so expensive, though. That's part of the reason why I don't have more, because I would be blasted, like totally covered, probably. Except for my face. I don't think I ever want face tattoos. It just doesn't. It's not my vibe. And then I have a ton of piercings on my face, but you all can see that. I don't think that's surprising to you all. I started getting piercings because it was like every time I wanted a tattoo, it would be like, oh, well, tattoo's like, 4 or 5 times more expensive. So I'll just go get a piercing and boom, done. I think you got your name. My tattoo was 19 years ago. I can't remember how much it cost. I do remember the tattoo parlor was in someone's house. Yeah, I mean, that'll change the price too if it's in someone's house. I don't think. Yeah, I think now like a lot of places like you can't even do that. Like it's not even legal to do that. I mean, some people still tattoo, like, or you can. Some people can do tattoos like on the go, or like have like a mobile station, but it's like riskier, and people can sue and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, now it's like I think a lot of tattoo artists like start by charging like it's like 150 an hour or something like that. So it's really about like how much detail you want. So usually I send a picture or like a couple pictures of like inspiration. I send and I'm like, hey, this is my budget. Like whatever you think you can do in this budget, like, I'm willing to work with. So it's just that's how I approach it. Where it's like I'm not trying to get like an exact piece. I'll let them kind of do the level of detail that they want, that they think they can do, and then we agree on a price.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
I gotta go somewhere.
Two, three, four, five. Okay, so I'm gonna get some stitch markers out. What kind of what tattoos do you have, Robert? If you don't mind me asking, or anything like, do you have a favorite one? It's a seahorse, has a special symbolic meaning to me, but I won't. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are like that with their tattoos, where it's like they keep the meaning to themselves. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. So I'm going along and I'm marking every 20. I'm gonna do 120 stitches. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I ever ask a question and it's too invasive, no matter how like invasive it would be for another person or not, like tell me to fuck off, or like don't say you don't want to say anything. Like you're always welcome to have that. Like you don't ever owe me shit. I'm thankful that you're here, and that's the end of that. I'd like to think that I'm pretty like low or no pressure about stuff like that. Because things are personal. Like when you get stuff like that, like things are personal. Or they're not. You know, some people just get them because they're fun and they like the way that things look. Like a lot of mine don't have symbols beyond what they are, and then some of them do. You know. Yeah, I was just saying in general, like for future reference, it's not that's not the person that I want to be for anybody. Okay, so right now I'm at um, 70 and some change. Zach should get a tattoo. Turn the pressure on him. Ha 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 ha. I mean, I know so many people who are like dead set against themselves never getting a tattoo. Like my dad is like has so many tattoos, and my mom has none, and like refuses, like is so vehemently against tattoos for herself, and it's like I know people who are on just total ends of the spectrum, uh, and uh, so I've always kind of been like, I can see like why anyone would feel like one way or the other. Now, like my sisters and I, we all have tattoos. I have the most out of uh, my sisters and I, because my older sister has two that I know about, and my younger sister has one. So like they were just like, okay, like I don't know if my little sister wants more or if she just like wanted one because she got like a big thigh piece and then um, stopped, and I was like, that's a pretty bold like choice to just get like one on your thigh and call it a day. But you know, more power to her. Um, that's awesome. Yeah, I plan on being like as covered as possible. I've even looked into getting a machine, which I don't have room for really any more hobbies or anything here. But I planned on getting a machine and like learning on fake skins, and then like doing my thighs um, just to tattoo myself. So that's been something that I've wanted for a little while, but it's just about having the means and also the space to do that. But I love tattoos. I love the way that they look. I love the you know the fun and the creativity, like personalizing. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up. My plan is to fill up both arms, both legs, and my back. Um, and I don't think I'll ever want stomach tattoos, but I do want a chest tattoo after surgery. Um, and I think that like so yeah, so this arm I want like you know spooky things, and um, this is like yeah, that's what I want for this, and then this I want to be all like music and like song references and artwork, like album artwork and stuff. Uh, so I'm planning on being very covered if I can. But again, that's expensive. So who knows? Yeah, I've heard that tattoo removal is painful, but like getting tattoos is not painful either. But I mean, there's a chance you could regret anything, like anything at all. So it's like, yeah, I understand. Like I'm not the type of person who's like I'm not here for a seasonal tattoo. Like I don't want something that's like a trend to like go on my body. But if I put something like having something be part of like my aesthetic, that's kind of always been part of who I am. Like those, you know, might not be meaningful, but they create the look that I've always wanted. So you can regret anything, even if it's meaningful. So if you let the fear of getting something permanent that you might regret go on you, you probably can talk yourself out of any tattoo. Right? So there's balance. What's up, Zach? You can take off and go hang out with your dad?
Yes.
Cool.
If
I
okay.
might head out too. But thanks for coming out, Zach. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. And thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I'll probably be on tomorrow, assuming that this peace and quiet still is happening. And yeah, so thanks for hanging out, and I will talk to you later. And I'm gonna go watch Bram Stoker's Dracula. Thank you for